Hey, what is happening, people? Woodsy Workout here, and we are just 1 week away from Hyrox World Champs. So we are going to talk Elite 15, we're going to talk how the end of the season shook out, and who are the favourites, who are the underdogs. We're going to break it all down. So 2022-2023 Hyrox season will finish next weekend in Manchester with the World Championships. We've got Rotterdam Hyrox taking place this weekend, but it won't affect the Elite 15 qualifiers. The last chance to qualify for that was last weekend in Hong Kong, and what a race it was. We had Tom Hogan and James Kelly, who were just outside of the Elite 15, looking to get their chance. But I don't think anyone was expecting Gabe Heck, an American who absolutely smashed his race debut. And after what appeared to be some very favourable sleds, we won't get into that, he was even on world record pace at the burpee broad jumps. He maintained a 40-second gap on James Kelly and Tom Hogan, who started to catch up on the lunges, and then just held on to take first place with a time of 58.01. Also, we would think, actually it came out afterwards that he received a 1-minute time penalty for getting the in and the out confused and going through the wrong gate. This was particularly harsh as they were right next to each other, so it made little to no difference in time, and Hyrox didn't actually inform him until 2 hours after reviewing the live stream. So to him and a lot of us, we all thought he won. And I'd like to kind of know your thoughts on this, because as far as I'm aware, the penalty is the same on all courses. Doesn't matter how far apart the in and the out are. But what seems a bit unfortunate is that it likely wouldn't have been penalised if it wasn't for the live stream. So part of me thinks, yeah, Gabe was the real winner, but then at the same time, it takes experience and making mistakes to learn from them. And obviously, Tom Hogan is as a veteran, he's done it all before, and he doesn't make these rookie errors. So he should be rewarded for that. So I'm really pleased he got into the Elite 15 because he's a smart racer, and I think he's not likely to end up on the podium, but he certainly won't finish last. I think he's definitely within that pack. So, with that last-minute drama, this is the final 15 for Manchester. And actually, particularly on the men's side, I don't think you can trust the times that you see. If you look at the bottom three, Dylan Scott, Michael Sandbach, and David Megida are the slowest times, but they have beaten most of the field in the Euros and North American Championships, so that gave them that auto qualifier. But because you can't trust these times, I'm really looking forward to see how it shakes out with everyone on the same course going head to head. I think the Americans are looking pretty strong after a bit of a shaky start to the season. Ryan Kent has run some very fast times since he let that one slip at North American Champs. Hunter, obviously, he set the world record, but actually he pulled out of a race in Anaheim, which caused a bit of controversy. But he said he was not injured, the race was just not going right for him, and it wasn't worth continuing. So I think for Hunter, it's very much all or nothing. And you know, when he's set on something, when he's got a bit of time to prepare, he's very dangerous. And although you can argue the world record was set on a very fast course, it's still a way ahead of the competition, and I think he is definitely the clear favourite as last year's champion. David Megida, he hasn't had the fastest times throughout the season, but he has beaten everyone but Hunter at North American Champs, so he definitely has the potential. And then for Team GB, we've got Michael Sandbach. He finished third in both Euros and North American Champs. His last race didn't go so well. He was fighting some illness, so hopefully he's back on track, because I think he's got a lot of raw power, and he's always really fun to watch because you never know what can happen. Graham Halliday, he's a bit of a wild card. He's got good times, but it was set at Glasgow, which is a very fast course. and he hasn't yet raced against some of these big dogs. So, you know, he's kind of still got to prove himself, in my opinion. For the Europeans, we've got Tim Wenish, and he has had a fantastic season. He's raced a lot. He's set the doubles world record earlier in the year. Then he finished second at European Championships, and his times have just been steadily getting better and better as he goes. Will he get the podium? I think he's definitely got a shot at it. I've kind of got him in fourth, but he's still young, and if he doesn't get on the podium this year, I think he definitely could get there next year. He's improving at a good rate. And then you got Alex Ronkovic. People are, I don't know why people kind of sleep on him. He finished third at the World Champs last year, and he finished first at the Euros this year. He's got a lot of experience, and I think he's a smart racer. So yeah, I mean, I think it could be a repeat of last year. These are my predictions for the men's side. So I think Hunter and Ryan, they're just a step ahead, in my opinion. I think I'm quite confident of those two picks, and then 3 through to like 7 really can go any which way. So in this kind of scenario, I'm thinking David Megida might not execute as at his best, and if Alex does, he'll just pip him. And I think Tim will try and hang with the leaders on the runs, and if the sleds aren't too bad, he could hold on for 5th. I think Michael comes out too hot, and Dylan beats him from behind, like in last year's World Champs and North American Champs. Dylan's got that kind of just put your head down and grind it out, and he doesn't. He lets the competition do what they want, hangs with them, and kind of gets in at the last. So those are my picks. Again, it's all just speculation and opinions, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know your picks, and we'll get on to the women. So onto the women, I think the biggest story has been Meg Jacobi setting the world record, first woman to go under the hour. And when you look at like the stats of the Anaheim race course that she raced at, it's by no means a fast course, so that kind of makes it even more impressive. Although she's got podiums at the Euros and North American Championships, she has not yet won a major title. So if she can put it all together on the day, I think she will be the one to watch. Michaela Norman, sadly, Michaela has had some time off as she's been ill, diagnosed with myocarditis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, which has majorly affected her training to the point where she wasn't doing anything but walking and rehab work, and has only just started to do Hyrox workouts again this week. So I really hope she hasn't regressed too much and is back to full health come competition time. Lauren Weeks is always a contender, having won Euros and finished 3rd in North American Champs. She recently competed in the Go Ruck Games and said that has helped her master herself physically, mentally and spiritually. She competed in loads of different races and competitions as an athlete, and I think she's kind of used that general fitness to succeed in the early days of Hyrox, but now that the field has got that much better, she's had to really get specific in Hyrox and running speed training. So I'm really excited to see how that works out for her. Alondra Greenlee doesn't have the fastest qualifying time, but she has some experience racing on the grid format and finished 4th in both Euros, North American Champs and last year's World Champs. Unfortunately, I still think she's going to finish 4th. I think those top 3 are just that step ahead. But if they make any mistakes, if Michaela's not at full strength, she can easily sneak onto the podium. Miriam Von Rowe has had some real improvements. She's not the fastest runner, but her lunges and her wall balls are rapid, particularly the wall balls. I'm pretty sure she holds the world record for the wall balls workout section, under 3 minutes. So if you don't have a clear lead going into the wall balls, she can catch you at the last hurdle. And then we got Chris Rogalski, last year's champion. I think she definitely deserves a mention. I think on paper, she's not going to beat those top 3 girls because she really hasn't specialised in Hyrox. But then again, we kind of thought that last year, and she shocked us all. So she's definitely got the determination and the heart for an upset, and you never know. So my picks for the women are going to be Meg Jacobi in first, Lauren Weeks in second, Michaela Norman in third, and then I think it's going to go Alandra Greenlee in fourth, Miriam Von Rowe in fifth, and then I've put Chris Rogalski as a bit of an upset in sixth, and Linda Meyer seventh. Obviously, there's a bunch of names that I didn't mention. I think a lot of new athletes in the mix. We could see some surprises, and people make names for themselves, which is exciting. It's a massive achievement to just qualify for the Elite 15. So to any of those, if any of the elites are watching, well done and good luck. To the age group racers, good luck. I'll be racing in Manchester in the 16 to 24 age group. So I'm absolutely buzzing to see you all there and give my best on race day. If you are going, drop a comment, say hello in Manchester. And if you're looking for any help with Hyrox, you can visit my website, coactiveperformance.com. Or drop me a message on Instagram @WoodseyWorkout, where you can find plenty more tips and tricks on all things health and fitness. Until next time, peace.